Beep, beep, one match down, 5 to go, and so far, the top of the West, it wasn't looking necessarily how we expected it.
Sorry, no, not at all there, but that's what I like to see. I like that shakeup. I like that competition coming back, and it's not just the top 2 teams anymore. We're here to show you, hey, you've got the skill to do it as well, and that's what I like to see, the Grand Royale really showing up. But we've got a lot of Fortnite still to play. We've got 5 more matches today and then 6 more tomorrow. I'm excited to see how we end up today. Because again, we've been talking about it. It's double points tomorrow. It sets it up for tomorrow. It's very important to set yourself up well, because playing from behind tomorrow is going to be that much harder, especially with a team like we just saw. If they pop off like that and they get a lead, if it's a 60-point lead and they play well tomorrow, well, GG, well played. Good luck trying to catch them.
Yeah, it becomes incredibly difficult, and it means that Victory Royale's, again, worth the 60 points tomorrow, but 30 points today. Talked about a little bit how a third of the points are available in the 6 matches today, as we keep an eye, and already a little bit of a change as 4DR Storm, Falconer, and Kadenox have left Caddy. They have left Caddy corner. They're saying, nope, no more coin flips for us over there. We'll try our luck over at Lazy Lake against Zays and his trio. So still in a contested spot, but keep an eye on the top left-hand corner. Cyrays are getting a knock on the Temple right away. I would love to see that fight if we could swing on over there and get an opportunity to see what's going on, because Temple ended up getting finished off. If they're able to convert that all the way, that's our match number 1 winners, and then taking out a huge trio immediately here at the start of match 2.
And that may be what they needed to set them up for Surge as well into that early portion of it, right? You get eliminations off of spawn, you're able to get all of the maximum amount of damage as well. That's a good amount of Surge into total pool there, as Olaf unfortunately going to fall there to Slick. Falconer trying to get in, and it seems like Falconer is always fighting at Lazy Lake. Shots will connect there, and oh my gosh, that aim from Falconer. Honestly, playing a little bit, there we go. I was going to say, unfortunately, not to the best of their ability there with the blue that they have. They kill one out, put it out, going to go down. Falconer is the only one.
Fly her across the country.
rifle in the inventory, or rather G5RC with Notch there and Antorex. I want to see their Storm Surge. I want to see them above it. See their inventory though. Oh, underneath it, you get stuck, and they don't really have the heals to get stuck. They do have a couple trick questions on Antrax, but that was just unfortunate.
Yeah, you have to actually recognize the fact that you need to slow down a little bit in that IO car. They will go too fast for the build to end up completing before the car is already intersecting it, but they will be able to get onto the campfire and help mitigate some of the situations. Now, don't forget, you cannot relight that. They will be able to stoke it out, though, be able to put some investment of their wood to get back in the effective HP category, and honestly, it's a worthwhile trade. They'll get enough space. They feel like they should be comfortable on Surge. Otherwise, I feel like there'd be a little bit more of a sense of urgency in terms of rotating because they do have the chug splashes, but they're just chilling right now as we swing on over. Kennologic Gaming, Symmetrical, 33 Wibby Jacob in Temple B. They're posted up looking for some potential tags. They do have a team just a little bit to the south of them doing the same thing, though.
And this is okay because they have many options for rotation. They can go down the water to Craggy. They can go straight across if they want to. They don't really have to worry about the team right next to them really interfering with any rotation, and they've even got priority on the Pleasant Park Bridge, so they're fine moving over to Snacky, Favs, and Rex this time around. Usually that Reet there, but again, they've swapped it up. If you're just joining us, they have changed. Essentially, the first and second place from last FNCS, swapped one member of each trio, and now they are here as, see, just look at what they've set up. They've got maximum number of chug splashes in the inventory. Yes, they used a little bit there, but it seems like they have more down somewhere. Okay, no, going for that IO vehicle just to rotate all the way through. And again, you talk about over-indexing on heals with Epic Whale. I mean, that was over-indexing if I've ever seen it.
I mean, as we immediately swing on over, 4 floppers, 3 chug splashes, 4 minis, and a partridge and a pear tree. I wouldn't be surprised if we had one of those hanging out there as they're just trying to farm up whatever they can. You notice how they are a little bit lower on wood. Teams are often prioritizing getting the hard mats early on and then making sure you refarm as much wood as possible because it is the most readily available material on the map. But right now, particularly as we did just get a little look in the bottom right-hand corner, the zone is pulling really far to the north yet again. So it's north and then northwest in terms of the first 2 pulls. So a lot of these teams and the playmakers who normally be moving around the map and picking up elimination, zone dropped directly on top of their head. So a little bit of a slower pace match, not quite as slow as match number 1, but still can expect Storm Surge to kind of be the next round of action here. So we'll have 4 trios currently who will be pressed under it. 5 trios have been eliminated. 4 more will need to go down before the first round of placement points are given out.
Look at how congested that area is, and even outside of the area we're just in, look how congested it is. But Snacky, Favs, and Rex decide they're going to rotate away from Pleasant, go for that drop. Only 66 damage above. Now 45, now 44. They're falling down quickly. Now 24. They're disengaging what I thought was the drop, but look at this build they've already made. It seems like, oh no, someone else made it for him. And they're going for positioning over tags right now. Because they're above, do they have enough ability to find the tags now? Yes. But look at how much damage Snacky just took.
Where did he take that damage from? He must have poked his head out, and that must have been one of the semi-auto suppressed snipers just ripping him to shreds, because he was relatively healthy before that. Can see 44 damage not quite going to be enough, but Rex going to add to it, something he does incredibly well, and they actually might look to get busy here. Those are some chili chug splashes popped, and they're closing the gap. You can see them walling off towards the other side, and they're trying to get wall-to-wall with this trio. That's Aiden, Aratusaki, and Nigel on the other side. And Babs, they're going in. They're going forward. 46, 46, 31. They're going to find 1 knock. Will they be able to find the second? They will section that teammate off, but they're just going forward. Babs does not care. He says, hey, forward we go. Nope, instead, they feel like they got enough, 312 above. And like we talked about, they're able to not only push that team off the loot from a previous fight, but also section off the player, get the body shots into the headshots for the maximum Storm Surge damage, and they're going to feel really good. That was a well-executed push.
That's what you want to see. That's what you hope to execute on it. Ooh, I like this play. I like having But show me Quinn there just by himself in the builds and 2 players in the bush to maximize those angles that you can get and minimize the amount of builds that you are using. And the trio rotating in is going to be tagged up a little bit by them, it seems like, but not that many shots are hitting. They're 185 above. And as many people know, if you're running from the zone, you usually aren't above surge. You've got to keep that momentum going forward, and you don't have time to stop for it, as maybe Jacob, Nitrix, Eco, all going to go down the feed.
Fikoi also going down there, so a lot of our top trios all of a sudden in a little bit of interactions going down now. We'd love to see what's going on with those trios as we swing on over to our match 1 winners. 534 above, despite only having 1 elimination, so they are totally fine. Definitely want to see what is happening with the one team who is under Storm Surge, or with Wavy Jacob and his trios. They were in an engagement on that side. We do still see that there's still 1 player who needs to go down before Surge turns off. 1 more trio will need to drop before those first 5 placement points end up going out. You still see in the top left-hand corner 71 and 25 players and trios remaining respectively. Clips Poffy, Cyrazer. Look for a little bit of space here over on the side of Stealthy Stronghold. Don't forget, you cannot knock down those walls, so when the buildings end up going, or when the zone ends up going back and forth over the top of it, it really ends up being a hard investment in mats. And Trax Knots and G5RC getting one of those super high valuable boulders. I think that ends up being like 90 to 110 brick or so, depending on the size going off there. And as we see 2 players go down, Storm Surge turns off, and everyone gets 5 points.
And then it may turn back on, knowing it was in their reboots. We'll see if anyone come through. And as I say that, we've got a reboot that just came through, back up to 70, back down to 69. See if we'll get another reboot here in a moment. It may have enough time because that reboot van timer did get shortened on how quickly it does refresh. So we do see Baka and Kytrex falling. G5RC gets shot at but takes no shots. 197 effective HP. They're in zone, and they're not in the best spot because of the team above them looking in. But in all reality, it's a lot better than some of these other teams that are just now rotating in.
And right now, Snaki and Fabs, 2 eliminations to their name, and they have a great area because right underneath this crash site, you can see their entire side is just blocked off, really covering them from the rest of the lobby and allowing them to kind of pick and choose which one of these teams they want to return shots at. A little bit of a slow reset there from Rex, but only going to take what I believe was 1 headshot worth of damage there, so not too bad going through. We'll see. Everyone just kind of chilling right now, battling for space. This 4th zone's going to be really awkward, honestly, Clay, because if it pulls anywhere other than the southern part of the map, there's going to be a ton of movement.
I'm going to say it's going to go northwest here, right up towards Stealthy.
You're a devil.
It does.
You're a devil.
It does. I wanted to see everybody struggle with that movement. And immediately, the peppers are popped. Rex, Snacky, and Fab say, no thank you, Clay. I want to get into zone as quick as possible. And honestly, they're not getting shot at all.
You know, sometimes you just get to have a nice leisurely stroll right through the middle of the zone, and if you time it correctly, everyone else is looking the wrong direction. That was the top part of your screen. Bottom right-hand corner, Epic Whale, Arkham, and Reet currently only sitting on 10 points. You can see, again, not necessarily the strongest of loadout, but over-index on heals, something we've talked about before with this trio, and they're really looking to get an ambush.
on YT to win this match that he's playing. He's in a solos match and he's top 25. Then he's gonna come play duos with me, and he's gonna win a duos match with me. I just wanted to play a couple matches. Oh, why'd you let him have that?
I was laying on the ground.
Sit down there. Oh, did you win or lose? Yeah, my speakers are. It's on. Oh, maybe not then, I don't know.
We'll get your damn dirty hands off my space. We'll get your damn hands off my space soon.
Maybe that's just the issue, it's just all dirty and dusty. He said that he's only had it for like a year. He didn't have nothing on it. He just said to try
It would be because that doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of where it would even have been
We didn't
put.
throw it away, did we?
No, we kept it. It's not.
What the fuck to do with it? I don't understand what the fuck it's supposed
Is it in the closet in the girlfriend's room? I thought you might have put it upstairs in the closet.
Did we ever put it in the closet?
No, definitely. Where do you want to go? You just got to the final 1v1, so where do you want to go? Okay. Hello.
What's up? Oh crap, I'm streaming. End it.